How about your family? I don't know what that looks like for you. I don't know if it's a good setting, if you're still fighting with family members for whatever reason. Maybe it is about the faith. Maybe you're like, hey, I want to express and live my faith a certain way, but your family's like, you have to do it this way, or you're just wasting your time. I don't know what your family situation is like in your life, but I know that sometimes many of us don't have it too peaceful, and it's not as good as it can be. Would you believe that Jesus had a similar situation? We see here in John chapter 7, verses 1 to 13, we get a glimpse into the family life of Jesus. And check this out. It didn't go well for him either. It says here in verses 3 to 5, and Jesus's brothers said to him, leave here and go to Judea, where your followers could see your miracles. You can't become famous if you hide like this. If you can do so much wonderful things, show yourself to the world. For even his brothers didn't believe him. So Jesus grew up in a household where his siblings were like, you're the Messiah? You gotta be kidding me. And they actually told him, show yourself. By this time, this is like the second or third year of Jesus' ministry. He's been to several Passovers already. People are starting to hear more about him. He's healed people throughout the years. His teachings are becoming more famous. And we know that he's going to go through another Passover year because this is the end of the festivals for this year. This is the Feast of Tabernacles that we read about in this passage. That's the last festival out of 7 for that year. The following year is coming when it's likely the last year for Jesus. But by this time, his siblings have seen things that they're like, you do these miracles. Why don't you show yourself? I mean, that's kind of like edgy because at this point, some people were ready to kill him for claiming to be God. And others were like, we're excited about Jesus. We want to know more about him. It was a mixed crowd. And his brothers were like, go show yourself. Put yourself out there, in danger, really. This is tense. This is hard. And then Jesus just kind of says, no, you go. It's not my time. But hey, he went through family problems too. Did you know also, while it says here he had brothers, in Mark 6:3 it adds that he also had sisters. We don't know how many sisters, but it's in the plural. So if anything, maybe he had 2 sisters. We also learned that he has 4 brothers. So we see, and I think this is important for those of us that come from maybe some backgrounds that say that Barry didn't have any kids. Well, guess what he did? I mean, he did. She did.